Friends, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell icon. And now choose the all option to get a notification whenever I upload a new video.
Hi friends, welcome back to Venky's channel. If you haven't watched the previous videos, check the link in the description. In the previous class, we have finished level 3. Hope you all are practicing the concepts. In level 3, we have learnt brain gym, speed writing, multiplication of 2-digit numbers with 1-digit numbers, divisions with decimal answers. Brain gym and speed writing must be done before listening to the class. If you don't know how to do brain gym or speed writing, click on the top right corner or click on the link in the description. Now let's have a simple recap of multiplication and division which we have already learned. Let's do a multiplication problem. 76 into 9. The first step is to multiply the first digit with the second number. It is 63. So write 63, and now the next step is to multiply the second digit with the second number. 6 into 9 is 54. So we have to leave a digit behind and write 54. So now we have to add all this. 6 as it is because there's nothing here. Now we have to add 3 and 5. 3 and then 5. So our answer is 8. So 8 and then 4 as it is. Now let's do a division problem. 26 divided by 6. 6 into what is closest to 26? 6 into 4 is 24. It is closest to 26. And our remainder is 2. So we keep a point, and when we keep a 0 beside 2, it becomes 20. 6 into 3 is 18, which is closest to 20. And our remainder is 2 again. So if we keep a 0 beside 2, it becomes 20. And again 6 3s is 18. So it goes on. Now let's learn today's new concept, which is dividing 3-digit numbers by 1-digit numbers. This is an interesting concept. This is done in a slightly special manner. So friends, concentrate and listen carefully to understand the concept correctly. Let's do the first problem, 133 divided by 7. I've told you that it's done in a slightly special manner because usually we represent the numbers using this rod as the ones rod. But during division, we use this as the ones rod, where this white point is there. So we have to represent the question using this as the ones rod. It is 133 divided by 7. The first number is known as the dividend. So 133 is our dividend. So we have to represent 133 in using this as the units rod. This set of rods is known as the question set of rods. So this is ones rod, this is tens rod, and this is hundredths rod. So 133. So this set of rods is known as the question set of rods, and this set of rods is known as the answer set of rods. First we have to check the first digit in the question or the dividend. It is 1. 1 is lesser than 7. So we have to move towards the next rod or the tens rod. On the tens rod, if we include the hundredths rod also, excluding the ones rod, it becomes 1 3 13. 13 is greater than 7, so we can use it. We have to use the numbers which are greater than the divisor. The second number in the question is known as the divisor. Since 1 is lesser than the divisor, we are not using it. And 13 is greater than the divisor. Now we have to check which number in 7 table is lesser than 13 and closest to it. It is 7 ones are 7. Because if we go for 7 twos are, it becomes 14, and 14 is greater than 13. So we cannot choose it. Since we are doing it till the tens rod, we have to represent the answer also on the tens rod. Our answer is 1 because 7 ones are 7. And our remainder is 6 because we are left with 6. Because 13 minus 7 is 6. So we have to subtract it. Now we are left with 63. So 7 into what is closest to 63. 7 into 9 is exactly 63. Since we are using the ones rod also, the answer is also represented on the ones rod. Since our remainder is 0, we subtract everything. And we got our final answer as 19, because 1, 9, 19. Now let's do the next problem. 729 divided by 9. First we represent 729 on the question set. 7 to 9. And now we have to divide it by 9. Let's check the first digit. It is 7. 7 is lesser than 9, so we cannot take it. Now let's include another rod. Tens rod. So we get 72. 72 is greater than 9, so we can use it. Since we are using the tens rod, our answer should also be represented on the tens rod. 9 into what is closest to 72? 9 into 8. 9 8s is 72. So we have to subtract our answer. Because 9 8s is 72, we subtract 72. And we are left with 9. So 9 into 1 is 9. So we first subtract the answer and add it here. Because we are use the ones rod over here, we represent the answer also on the ones rod. So our final answer is 81. Now let's go for the next problem. 429 divided by 4. First we have to represent 429 on the question set. And now we have to divide it by 4. 4 is not lesser than 4, so we can take it. It is not even greater than 4, but 4 is equal to 4. Even if they are equal, we can take it. Since we are using the hundredths rod over here, the answer should also be represented on the hundredths rod. 4 into 1 is 4. So 4 into 1, since it's 1 on the hundredths rod, and our answer is 4. 4 into 1 is 4. So we subtract 4 from the hundredths rod on the question set. And now let's go for the next digit. 2. 2 is lesser than 4. So we cannot take it. So we have to include the ones rod as well now. 4 into what is closest to 29? 4 into 7 is 28. Now be careful. Many people directly represent 7 on the tens rod. But it's not like that. We are including the ones rod as well. So our answer is also represented on the ones rod. 4 into 7 is 28, and we have to subtract 28, and we are left with 1. We know that when we are left with a remainder, we use a point. First let's write the answer. 107, because 107, and we have a remainder, so we have to use a point. Since our remainder is 1, we have to keep a 0 beside it. It becomes 10. 4 into 2 is 8, which is closest to 10. We still have a remainder. 10 minus 8 is 2. If we keep a 0 beside 2, it is 20. 4 into 5 is 20. So 5. Our answer is 107.25 for 429 divided by 4. Now let's do the next problem. 733 divided by 6. First 733 on the question set, and now we have to divide it by 6. Let's check the first digit. It is 7. 7 is greater than 6, so we can use it. 6 into 1 is 6. Since we are using the hundredths rod, the answer is also on the hundredths rod. And now we have to subtract 6 because 6 into 1 is 6. Now let's include the tens rod as well. It becomes 13. We have 1 here as well. So 1, 3, 13. We are including the tens rod as well. So our answer should be represented on the tens rod. 6 into 2 is 12. Our answer should always be lesser than 13. So we have to subtract 12 because we got 6 into 2 as 12. And now we have to include the ones rod as well. 13. 6 into 2 is 12 again. So we subtract 12. We have a remainder 1, but first let's write the answer. 122. Because 122. The answer here is known as the quotient. We have a remainder 1, so we have to keep a point, and when we keep a 0 beside 1, it becomes 10, and 6 into 1 is 6, and we have a remainder of 4. If we keep a 0 beside 4, it becomes 40. 6 into 6 is 36, and again we have a remainder of 4. So again 6 into 6, 36, and we'll keep on having remainders of 4. So we can keep a few dots and leave the answer as 122.166.
Now let's see today's question of the day. It is 836 divided by 3. Friends, give your answer in the comment section and I'll reply to you whether it's right or not.
Hope you learned something from this video. In the next class, we'll be discussing how to do the same kind of problems using visualization. It will be much easier to do these problems using visualization. At the end of this level, I will be giving you an assessment and you'll even get a score for it. Bye friends!